We got it because I'm going to tell you a little bit about our officials that are helping us out today. That'll be Darby O'Kill, rabid Derby fan. Werner von Bombed, Vanilla Vice, Kylo Ref, Ren Stoic, Rockstar, Just Dylan, Justice Deliverer, Nacho, Loki Doki, Viva la Evolution, Sheer Malice, Snark Medias, Masquerade, and Sod Off.
All right, I love it when we get to acknowledge the officials. Without the officials, they're just a bunch of skaters running around in circles with wheels on their feet.
So we're going to start off this first jam with Threatening Thunder with a star for the Galaxy Girls and Madeline Bootyfly with a star for Angel City.
Looks like Madeline Bootyfly has been knocked to the outside and forced to recycle back. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you who it was because there's no number on the back of that jersey, but it was a beautiful move.
It was a nice move.
I'd love to give credit where credit was due, but while that was happening,
Threatening Thunder threw for 5. I announced for this team last night, and Threatening Thunder has a skirt for every occasion.
Yeah, I noticed as soon as I walked into the track, the skirt caught my eye, and I thought, oop, that's going to be her fancy pants. That's going to give her powers. And I do believe that is correct.
Yes.
10-point jam so far, lead jammer status for first jam. That is her strong skirt.
It is the lucky skirt.
The skirt of strength.
So we have had a star pass on the floor. I want to say that was Tasmanian. I can't see the number from here.
It's number
like
310, Tasmanian
yes.
Devil. You're totally right. I'm not sure if it was a legal star pass,
I think it was illegal.
because she just decided on the way to the box to throw that star back on the track. So
Right.
we've got a confusion on the track. 001 wearing the star for Angel City, and then removing herself from the track, and then thinking about coming back on the track.
Maybe coming back, but not.
And then getting the pivot stripe.
So yeah, it looks like
I do think Des is the jammer of record at this point.
So it was not the penalty for the star pass. It was some other penalty, and she had already become
The
jammer at that point. So we will certainly update you as we understand.
Exactly. Webster just bopped rival E number 180, who's wearing the star for Seattle Derby Brats, out and forced her to cycle back. Looks as though rival E's got one last line of defense to get by before lead jammer status is declared, and there she goes. All right, that other jammer, the real jammer for Angel City, Tasmanian Devil, has been released from the box, attempting to get that initial pass taken care of.
And that's Bad Little Jamma looking at the front there, but looks like Dez is just, oh no, I was going to say doing a good job, but there she picks up a penalty. She'll head to the box. It's another power jam for the Galaxy Girl.
I do believe this is a second scoring pass for the Galaxy Girls. First one was 4, this one is 3. 7 points for this jam for the team in black. Power start for the Galaxy Girls once again.
And this quick moment will give me a moment to tell you about using the hashtag Big O 2018. So that's capital BIG, capital O 2018, and all your tournament posts this weekend. And that's the official hashtag of the tournament.
Bella DeBrawl wearing the star for Derby Brats, trying to fight up against the wall of white in front. Busts on through for lead jammer status. That penalty box is empty with the exception of Angel City's jammer, so this power jam looks to be almost ending. I believe Dez is about to enter the track. Looks like star in hand for a star pass. Yes, we
And
definitely have a successful star pass.
That was successful to Kaylor Swift. Kaylor Swift now on the outside lane, just makes it.
Earning her namesake. That was a swift pass through the track on that outside line.
And that was Viva Evolution right there on the track, looking at his face to make sure she made it through, and she did.
Madeline Booty Fly wearing the star for Angel City for the first time this morning, evening, afternoon. I guess afternoon.
It is afternoon, just barely.
Barely.
Yes. And that's Shlomo with the star for the Galaxy Girls. First time we've seen Shlomo out this half. The short few minutes of this half.
Exactly. All right, there was a 3-wall of black up front, but Angel City was able to bust through like the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah. Lead jammer status for number 80, Madeline Booty Fly.
Shlomo also out of the pack on an initial pass. But Bootyfly getting the signal from her coach. Call that, and she does.
I think this is the first all-natural 100% Grand Slam we've seen so far in this game, thanks to Angel City. Bootyfly, 5 points on the board. Oh, we've got the skirt of power on the track.
Yes, we do.
.001, Bad Lil Jamma. Wearing the star for Angel. But that skirt of power.
It is. But Bad Lil Jamma putting the pressure on here.
Yeah, definitely earning her namesake as well.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that slide around corner 1 was amazing.
Looks like Threatening Thunder was maybe trying to get her teammates out of the box. Wow, everybody is moving super fast here.
Yep, it looks like matching 4-on-4 for this jam. All right, so 180 Rival E wearing the star for Angel, for Seattle. Have we seen her wearing the star yet today? My memory
Rival
is...
E. I just called this game last night, so I know that she has been on the general line.
Right, of course.
So, I have seen her before, but I'm not sure in this game.
Yeah, I'm going to say some fresh legs for this game, obviously early in this game, but I do think this might be her first time out. And first time out, lead jam status. She's working on 100% right now. What?
Let's keep it. Des also out of the pack.
All right, 5 points on the board for Seattle, and it looks like her coach or someone on the bench was telling her to call that off, and she complied right away. Angel unable to get any points on the board this jam.
Kind of digging on Coach Lowe's dress here. Don't know if you could see it at home, but I like it.
I can see it, and I like it as well. In fact, I might have to call or corner her sometime and ask her just where she got it.
That's lovely.
Oh my goodness, and did you notice it has pockets?
Yes. I mean,
it has pockets.
That is really the most important part of any dress. Okay, but back to the track.
This isn't a fashion
this
blog.
Is not a fashion show, yes. Madeline Bootyfly on the track with the star for Angel City.
Bella DeBrawl with the star for Seattle Derby Brats. Angel City, though, was able to get lead jammer after a couple Seattle lead jammer statuses. It's exactly what Angel City wants to have, is the power to call that jam off and hold Seattle to 0. Successful. 3 points on the board for Angel City.
Putting 3 points on the board, and more important, keeping the Galaxy Girls from putting more points on the board too as well. So
exactly, yeah, they won this jam on all levels.
Yes. But, as we might notice, the skirt is back on.
The skirt of power, so we will see if the magic continues.
It's Bad Little Jamma out there for Angel City.
Oh, it looked like a wide open outside line, and yeah, that skirt of power just took it. Threatening Thunder went through the pack like a bolt of lightning.
Bad Little Jamma working back and forth across the pack. She is finally out.
Nice evasive move to avoid that booty block by one of the blockers for Seattle. Unfortunately, Seattle was also aware of her position on the track, calls it off. No points for Angel. 5 points, I believe, for Seattle.
Nice little friendly hand tap there after that jam.
If you end up buying any merch this weekend and you want to put your name and number on the back, there is Printwear of Oregon, your local source for
Well, we're
screen
seeing
printing
Rival
in
E on the
Oregon.
track this time, and I know this isn't the first time
Yes.
because we already had this discussion.
It is the second time
And
that we've talked about her.
Second time to get lead jam status as well, still on that 100%.
Still
She
100%.
just slicked through that. It's like a wormhole or an express lane made just for her.
Yeah, they did come out a little bit scattered, but they settled a little bit here. Picking up lead jammer a couple of times in a row. Dez picking up a cut track.
Yeah, I think she thought the blocker also exited the track with that booty block that sent her out of the track,
Yep.
but alas, no. That's not how it worked.
So Rival E deciding that she'll just call it. So we have a blocker for Angel as well as the jammer, so this will be a power start for the Galaxy girls.
Yeah, that's a nice setup. That's a great way, great strategery on Seattle's part. Fist fight is wearing the star.
Yes.
And she is definitely fresh legs for Seattle this morning, this afternoon, whatever. And
This day.
there we go. And I know from other games that fist fight, yeah, she will
Yes.
put up a big old fight and get lead jam status.
Yes, it is. She has earned her name at this tournament so far, and it's only been a day and a half.
Yep, yeah, but she does skate on 2 teams. So
Yes.
she skates open division with the junior men's for Mob City, and then the all-girls division with the Seattle Derby Brats. I'm guessing she loves Derby.
And Derby loves her.
Absolutely.
It-
Absolutely.
We do have people picking MVPs out here, and certainly her name has to have appeared on something.
I would think so, what with her being on 2 teams. Someone
mean-
has to recognize, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's a 5-point pass, I think, and then a 4-point pass for fist fight. Penalty box looks to be empty, although now that I've said that, I'm sure I've put a curse on it. And we've got a star pass for Angel City. Taylor Swift is in possession of the star, or was, but then she put it back down. So I'm thinking that pass wasn't legal.
Right. I'm thinking that Dez picked it back up, headed to the penalty box. This is another power jam for fist fight.
Not only is it a power jam, I noticed that the ref indicated 2 penalty sit, so it will be a full minute fist fight if anybody knows how to take advantage of this. And one way to take advantage of it is call that jam off and get yourself a power start for the longest time to have that power jam. And look, we've got the skirt of power back.
They've decided we're going to take advantage of this power start with our power skirt.
Absolutely. Threatening Thunder, without a doubt, is a good choice for the power start that they've got at hand. Looks like we've got a timeout for Angel City.
It's also good to stay hydrated. You know, it's a lot to
As you might have noticed, a bunch of skaters skate on Rydell. You'll experience unmatched stability and response in a simplified, revolutionary design. The Powerdyne Arius Platinum. Performance redefined by Rydell.
If for some reason you're just getting out of bed, we're jealous.
A little
and
bit.
you're just tuning in. This is track 2 at the Big O at 2018.
I believe it's game 2 on track 2 today, maybe?
I believe that's true. Yes, it is it is game 2 on track 2. It is also track 2.
I have this many fingers, so I can count up to 2.
You are watching the Seattle Derby Brats in black and the Angel City Roller Derby in white.
And Threatening Thunder in the power skirt, also with the star on her head. But that skirt's a lot easier to see.
It is. She's easy to pick out of a crowd.
Absolutely, and she's easy to pick her way through the pack. Lead jam status
Yes.
for Threatening Thunder. 100% lead jammer status,
Yes.
I believe, for her this game.
Indeed.
Probably this tournament, but we won't get into that.
She has done very well as a jammer so far in this tournament. and finds the inside lane, out for 5.
And that was some lovely offense from all of the Seattle team.
Yeah, it looks like Angels Jammer's still sitting in that box, so Threatening Thunder has at least another 30 seconds to get more points on the board. Oh, it looks like everybody in the box is standing, so they'll be getting ready to rejoin. There we go. Desmanian Devil with star in hand is
Looking for the pivot, but
Yeah.
Bad Little Jamma way up at the front of that pack.
Yeah.
So, hey, Des is like, I'll just take it.
right. Oh, they've opened a window for me. Might as well hop through it.
I was going to pass the star, but there's a lane.
Yep, exactly. So it looks like 3 points for Seattle Derby Brats. Seattle knocking on the century mark here at 96. Angel City only at 12. I've got to say, I think it's some jammer penalties that really are causing
Right.
Angel City's problems at this point.
I would have to agree with you. A couple of big scoring jams, all due to a power jam.
Yeah, and you know, once you get 2 sits, that full minute,
Yes.
like the old school one penalty for Whiptida for the women's, that's when the circle upon circle upon circle, that's when the
Right.
points rack up. But gosh, this is a momentum shift for Angel.
That's Madeline Bootyfly with a star. Oh, a
Oh.
nice little skip over the apex.
Yep, lead jammer status, star in hand, apex jump, gotta love all that. 4 points on the board. Coach tells her to call it off, and she does. I believe holding Derby Brats to 0, which is what you've got to do when you're chipping away at that differential. An additional 1 point also, so 5 points for this jam for Madeline Bootyfly.
One of the things that I like.
Really, really great jam that went exactly the way that Coach Lowe wanted it.
Yeah, that couldn't have been better.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Not big jam, though. That's
I believe we've got Zoe Destroyer wearing the star for the first time for Angel City.
Yeah. it
Yep,
looks
now
like-
I see the 2. I can only see 3 zeros, so.
for the Angel City JRDA.
Zoe getting driven out
by the unknown blocker.
with the shirt, the person with no number, but fist fight. Oh,
Amazing jump, as I'm sure you all noticed. A hop, skip, leap, high knee, high step in.
she's got long legs and she can make that
Uh-huh.
stretch.
That was an easy 5 points, or made it look like an easy
Yeah,
5
made
points.
it look really easy.
Exactly. It's never easy. Just looks easy.
Nice defense.
So multiplayer block on the numberless person.
Jammer to the outside.
I guess that is the benefit of being numberless. We can't call them on their penalties. The refs sure can, though, because she
Yeah.
went to the box.
She knew they were talking to her.
Uh-huh.
Fist fight.
Just
Encountering
struggling.
some resistance here. Angel City able to get in front of her, drive her out of bounds. I gotta say, that's a little bit of a shocker. She
Yeah.
is usually so quick to get
Missy
through the pack.
Misfit, also matching number 411, decided I'm going to take on fist fight number 411. This is a match made in heck, and I'm going to give her heck.
Some good strategy there. It's the gift that gives.
Some familiar jammers lining up. Bad Little Jamma and Rival E.
Defense taking a position at the pivot line.
Full defense in effect. That penalty box is empty.
Both jammers get a little bit of a running start into the defense, but find some strong resistance at turn number 1.
Absolutely, neither jammer was able to burst through that pack like they wanted to.
But that's Rival E with lead, and Bad Little Jamma also out of the pack.
Yep, maybe a
putting on the
quarter
heat.
track back, and Seattle's lined up in back, which means Bad Little Jamma just needs to pass 1 or 2 hips before the points get got. But nope,
Nope.
no points
Jam ref
for.
says no.
Yep, no points for Angel, 3 points for Seattle. That brings Seattle well over the century mark to 108. Angel still sitting at 17. We've got about 12 minutes left in this first half. I do think that Angel is starting to get a little bit more dialed in to Seattle's ways. So even though the differential in points right now is a little bit large, I foresee it closing up soon.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they are settling in a little bit here. You'll see Booty Fly out of the pack now right after Threatening Thunder. They are keeping the pressure on Seattle.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Yow.
Guessing a low block
That-
might be called or an injury might be called.
Okay.
Oh, good, she got up.
Got slow getting up. That was Wheels of Mass Destruction. The jam was not called for injury, but it looks like she may pay a visit
To the medics, without a doubt. Yeah, that was a slow get up.
Oh, she's now back on the ground.
Yep, I think that our predictions came true.
So we'll just have everyone return somewhere safe here until we can. Make sure she gets checked out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take on faith that she's getting checked out. My view has been 100% obstructed. I think you've got a little bit better.
I can see blue shirts, but I do see that they are lifting her into a chair, so they'll just be taking her off to the sidelines where she can get some good care there from our medics. A good time to remind everybody that we have the best medics on the planet here at this tournament.
And so many different types of medical professionals, from absolute EMTs that can handle the emergencies to massage therapists that do cupping and any kind of derby-related readjustments or alignments you could get done in this building here. And I have to thank all of our volunteers who help to provide these services. Safety is a huge priority for these athletes, and sometimes in a full contact sport, we need medical personnel.
Yes. We really do. I mean, from the little tiny, maybe you get a little bloody lip, to a more dangerous situation. They're all here and they're all ready to help, and they do it because they're just so nice.
Exactly. Some of these people literally are volunteering their time.
Yes.
I have no doubt that there's some people who are being paid for their services, but there is a good chunk of these medical professionals who are just volunteering. And not only do they help the skaters, they actually help other volunteers. I remember once I got, working as a non-skating official, I got a blister on my toe and they gave me a Band-Aid.
That's so nice.
I know. I mean, they saw me limping and they offered me one. I didn't even have to ask. So, like you said, they care about people.
They are just nice. And we're back to the action.
Yep, fist fight against Kaylor Swift. Let's see if there's any bad blood
Wow.
between those two. Kaylor, oh yeah, lead jam status for Angel. This is what they want.
Wow, they just collapsed right on fist fight because they knew fist fight is a powerful jammer.
Yep.
Just the entire defense.
Absolutely
Oh no!
had to contain her. Oh no, was that a cut call that said?
It was a cut.
Oh. All right.
We
Well,
were so excited for her.
Yep, lead jam status has been given up, or not given up, taken away, I guess.
Taken away, yeah. And so this will go the full 2 minutes. Let's see what Fist Fight can do here.
This fight tried to do a little line jump along the straightaway, but definitely did not make it. So smart skater did what smart skaters do. She cycled herself all the way back.
And I want to say, Fist Fight has played earlier today.
Of
with
course she
another.
has. With the mob, probably. Yeah, exactly.
So,
and the games started at 10 a.m.
yes.
and 10:30. This is the noon 30 game,
This
so
is-
she literally had 2 games back to back.
back. Yeah, so
And
right now you don't see a lot of fatigue.
Would you know by looking at her? I would never have guessed that
No.
she had another game right before this game.
Trying to call it off.
I'm so used to being lead.
I know, but you can't call it off. Sorry.
You can try, but we'll just laugh at you, just like we did.
But Kylo was saying, no, I'm just going to give you the 4 points you earned,
Right.
and we'll move on.
All right, Kaylor out of the box and hitting that three wall of black up in the front. Oh, I do believe our unknown skater actually does have a chalked in white number on the back of her jersey that you can only see under the right light.
Yeah. That is, like, I'm trying to catch her arm as she comes by.
Right, I can't, is it 789?
Yeah,
I think it might be 789.
I was talking outside of my microphone. It's 7 skate 9, I believe.
Yeah.
It's the no numbered person, so I'm writing that down. Yeah, we'd like to give her props. She's doing some great stuff out there.
Absolutely. I've wanted to talk about her several times, so we definitely want to give her props.
Bad little jamma with the star for the A-listers.
That's Bella DeBra with a star for the Galaxy Girls. Bad Little Jamma back on the line for Angel City.
Bella DeBra, fresh legs for Seattle for a jammer, and that fresh legs gives lead jammer status. About a half a track back, though.
Bad Little Jamma keeping the pressure on. Oh, nice little outside dip there for Bella DeBra. Really.
I feel like we might have a penalty being called on Seattle's jammer for something. An out of play hand sign was given, but they've changed the hand sign, so I don't really know what that means anymore.
Yeah, definitely she's in the box.
That is for certain. What she's in the box for?
Missed the verbal cue and the hand signal.
Precisely. Well, I saw the hand signal. It was the former out of play. Is that what that still is now? The out of that.
That is definitely some kind of
Signal.
Yeah. It is a hand signal, in fact.
For sure.
And
it's like a karate chop, only
and
that's not what we have in
out
Derby.
out of
She did something out of something.
out of play, out of play,
Let's
out
just-
of the zone.
I think it's out of play. We're going to say it's out of play.
But we are looking at Kaylor Swift with the star.
Yep,
Out of the pack.
lead jammer status and grand slam on this pass. Kaylor decides to call it off, much to the chagrin of her coaches, since Seattle hadn't finished their initial pass at all, so she could have had a little more time. I think that's maybe why her coaches were frustrated, I'm guessing. But I understand why the skater did. Oh, we're
Yes.
about to. I see how it happened.
She's
But
coming up quickly.
Yep.
Really a lot of drive there, putting on the pressure.
Thanks to the Eugene Weekly for their sponsorship.
Here are two jammers we've seen out in the line quite a bit so far this half. That's Threatening Thunder and Bad Little Jamma.
And the skirt of power makes it through. Threatening Thunder lead jam for Seattle Derby Brats.
Bad Little Jamma
Bad little jamma with the star for
looking for her pivot, but gets recycled back. Zoe Destroyer, sorry. Trying to get back there to get close to her jammer, but they are not making a connection. Threatening Thunder being recycled back to turn number 1.
Yeah, I think Zoe was too busy threatening Thunder to the infield to bother checking out what her jammer was trying to do.
It's pivot is just such a demanding role.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you have to be in two places at once.
Right. So Bad Little Jam is like, there's a lane. I'm just going to go ahead and take the star myself.
Yep, back on the hat. She's ready to start scoring points again. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Great hit by number 41, Missy Misfit. 411, Missy Misfit. Sent Threatening Thunder right to the infield.
Yeah. That was a big hit, but Threatening Thunder pops right up off the track.
Of
so
course. Of course.
I feel like she...
All right, it looks like the jammer for Derby Brats was throwing 2 points, changed his mind to throw the 4 points, so I guess that was a 4-point circle. Oh my, Pack is on the floor.
So Monkey Mess out there with the star for Angel City. Monkey Mess, captain of that team.
And just stuck behind a 3-wall of black in the back. Her blockers are trying to bust it up, but it just turns into a big old scrum.
That's rival E with the star for the Galaxy girls. Almost gets on to the inside lane, but puts some hands down in the infield. Recycles herself back just to be on the safe side. And it's Monkey Mess through the pack, putting up another 4.
Coaches are very excited about this. Looks like Angel City's losing a blocker to the box.
And some celebration over here for Angel City.
That was an 8-point jam for Angel City. I believe Seattle Derby Rats only had 4 points that jam. 8 points is maybe the highest jam Angel City's seen so far this game.
Seems like Angel City has brought some fans.
Oh yeah, I believe so. The amazing fist fight for Derby Brats wearing the star once again. Just basically stepped around the pack. I think they forgot she was there.
But here's Kaylor Swift for Angel City, putting on the pressure.
Yep, less than a quarter track behind. I mean, just drafting a fist fight.
I think she did pick up one.
Yep. 1 point for Angel.
Get a sky clap from Coach Lowe.
Looks like Seattle was only able to put up 2 points, so that was definitely the pressure-filled jam, forcing Seattle to call it off after only 2 points.
Here's a fun fact. Minors are allowed in the Ninkasi tasting room when accompanied by an adult. They just can't drink the beer, which means parents that you can. They just
I'm sorry, the house announcers are directly behind us, so sometimes it's fun to hear their commentary as well.
Oh, right. Missy Misfit popped through, breaking Threatening Thunder's 100% lead jam status. Angel has lead jam status and already has 4 points on the board. Calls it off, holding Seattle Derby Brats to 0. That was amazing.
Missy Misfit.
Not many people can hold Threatening Thunder to 0.
So a real team effort there. The defense just collapsing on Threatening Thunder.
Yeah, like I said, I think Angel's starting to fine-tune and really get the Derby Brats number.
Figuring out what their jammers do. This is fist fight back on the line against Kaylor Swift.
Yep, 2 familiar jammers, both of them with successes under their belt.
Fist fight, looking for that inside lane, finding it really quickly. Kaylor getting driven to the infield, but recycled back quickly.
Then she tries the outside bit and gets bopped out by a Milator. Forced to recycle back one more time.
Fist fight through Kaylor. Recycle back behind fist fight. Oh, big hit there by Bad Little Jamma, but didn't quite land it. Fist fight able to make it through.
Yeah, Afro Jammerite tried to help Fist Fight through on that pack, but Fist Fight was able to do it all on her own. Oh, wow. Great footwork holding herself to the inside line when Zoe Destroyer tried to get Fist Fight out, but she stayed in. 5 points for the Derby Brats.
Kaylor looking really hard for that pass, but can't find it. Big jump by Fist Fighter.
Huge jump by Fist Fight. And that outside line wide open. Fist Fight's like,
open.
Do you even know I'm here?
I'm just going to skate backwards.
Yeah, this is almost as though it's a power jam at this point.
Zoe Destroyer got the star, is pushing hard against that defense, but just unable to get past.
Yeah, I think she's made one lap around the track, just stuck behind Seattle Derby Brats, and unable to even get out on that initial.
Yeah, there's kind of swapping between which defender is hanging on to her, but man, everywhere she goes, they are there.
They are there, yep.
Just no relenting. That's the word I'm looking for.
This is a 35-point pass for Fist Fight so far. I'm going out on a limb and saying this is the biggest jam we've had this game. All right, looks like another point was thrown up for Derby Brats, so 36 points.
So going into the second half,
That brings Derby Brats to 199. They're almost at the double century mark.
take 15-ish minutes.
It looks like we are waiting for the clock to count down for halftime.
Don't see anyone making a move for a
Yeah, no timeout seems to be
timeout.
imminent.
To the restroom. And finally, skaters, if you lost your wristband on the track,
Oh, there seems to be a clock adjustment, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on at this point.
Yes, we do.
Oh, now we got the
there
rolling
go.
whistle.
Okay, there's the rolling whistle. So stretch. Make yourself comfortable. Get some more popcorn.
Exactly. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Well, maybe 8 minutes, but
Yes.
yeah, we'll be back soon.
We'll be back.
Join us.
Of the Big O 2018.
Yeah, we have got ourselves a junior derby bout right now with Seattle Derby Brats hitting the 200 or almost hitting the 200 mark. Angel City's got a big mountain to climb to get that point differential eaten up, but I have a feeling that Angel City had a team meeting over the half and they're going to come back strong.
Yeah, I mean, Fist Fight was able to put up an enormous jam right before the half, and that was, she's a danger out there with the star.
Absolutely, and when the opposing jammer is in the box or just plain shut down, she can go round and round and round.
You can see they're right here in front of us, so you get to hear their exaltations.
All their woos.
So yes, the skater there without a number on her back that you can see with the Big O jersey is 7 skate 9.
Yes, we have confirmed it. It only took a full half. Which is too bad because that first half she was just dynamite.
Yes. So now we can see clearly the Big O logo. Now we'll be able to pick her out of a crowd and point out the wonderful things that she's doing on the track.
Precisely. So 7 skate 9, Afro Jamurai, and Deathina acting as regular old blockers. A mile later is the pivot, and that skirt of power is wearing the star, threatening thunder.
Missy Misfit, Monkey Mess, Zoe Destroyer, and Mad Little Jamma out there as the blocking team for Madeline Bootyfly.
That means that penalty box is empty, which is a wonderful way to start this second half.
Mm-hmm. Both jammers come into the pack hard. Oh, nice
jammer on jammer action.
I know. It was so, Bootyfly was working so hard to get through the defense, but noticed Thunder coming through and just stuck a hip out there and connected.
Absolutely. Didn't quite make her have to recycle too far back. And Threatening Thunder did get that lead jammer status, but only 4 points on the board for Seattle Derby Brats. Angel was able to put on that pressure and force the call off.
Yeah.
I don't know why the jammer for Angel, Webster, is showing so much love to Coach Luna here on the Derby Brats team, but clearly they have much love for each other.
They have met.
And actually, it looks like both the jammers that are lined up obviously are very familiar with each other and very friendly with each other. And I do say I'd love to see jammer love. It's just heartwarming.
It is. I'm going to knock you hard, but then I will smile and hug you later.
Exactly. I'll hug you before and I'll hug you after. I might even help pick you up after my hips have thrown you into the beer garden.
Thank you, Sizzle Pie. So, if you see an amazing skater in this game, go and get a slice of pizza.
you go. It's like a pizza after.
So we're just trying to clarify a few things here with our officials.
One of the announcers pizza as well.
Yep, making sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed.
Say no to that.
Looks like game will start in about 5 or 10 seconds.
Yes.
All the defenders lined up at the pivot line, giving a little bit of room for Rival E and Webster to hit the pack, and it's Rival E out as lead jammer for the Galaxy girls.
Webster still not having passed the pivot line. Takes off the cap for a stash or a pass. I'm thinking it's more of a stash right now. But lo and behold, no, we have got number 5-6 as your jammer of record for Angel City. That is Maxie Mayhem.
Yeah, Queen of Harm trying to get a hip on her before she got out of the pack as full-fledged jammer, but didn't land it solidly.
Once again, though, Angel able to hold Seattle to only 4 points before they were forced to call that off.
That is the first step in what Angel needs to do to climb this mountain back into the game.
Exactly. Madeline Bootyfly being the star for Angel City once again. Bella DeBrawl wearing the star for Seattle Derby Brats, going to the outside line, bopping to the inside line, and then back out to the outside line, but forced to recycle all the way back.
Oh,
looks like we might have lead jammer for
Bootyfly. So dropped the helmet cover.
That's why the jam ref looks so darn confused.
Yes. So just, I think out of normal gameplay, I mean, she didn't actually take it off.
Yeah, and he's pointing now, so
Right,
I think that's legit lead status. Yeah. So 5 points thanks to Bootyfly. Gotta love this change of pace.
Yeah.
Couple more rounds like this.
It might have also confused the Galaxy girls.
I think so.
But Bootyfly able to put another 5 on the board.
Yeah, so 10 points so far. An apex jump that looks to be legit. That is a 3-circle of 5 points each. 15 points total. Let's see how many more. This is exactly, see, they obviously had a team meeting during half and just fine-tuned the dials.
Oh,
wow, again, able to evade almost everybody.
So that was Missy Misfit just coming in. Number 411. We have a 411 on both teams.
Right.
But 411 on Angel City just coming in and sweeping away the third element of that tripod. Able to open up a lane for Bootyfly. Amazing
20-point
setup
jam.
there.
20-point jam for Angel City. They'll need a couple more of those, but they have got to be loving how this worked out.
Yep, they answered. It was a 38, I believe, jam in
36,
the half.
I think,
36,
maybe,
okay.
But 38, 36 at that point.
And so Angel City was like, we need some.
We need some big ones.
Some double-digit jams here, and that was one of them.
Yeah, I believe prior to this jam, 8 points was like the biggest they got in a jam. And
So it looks like they're going to go with Bootyfly again.
Fair enough. Shlomo wearing the star for Derby Brats. Have we seen Shlomo with the star yet?
Maybe once. I think once.
I know we've talked about her. I just couldn't remember if it was in relation to awesome blockingness or awesome jammerness.
She certainly has been an awesome blocker and has done some work on the track, but I think this is the second time she's had the star for this game.
I think that sounds right to me.
Timeout, Madeline Bootyfly back at the jammer line. Because one jam in a row is
2 blockers in the box for Angel City is going to make work a little bit harder for Bootyfly.
Let's see what Shlomo can do out there against the 2 blockers.
Yep, the wall of white at the front of the pack.
Oh, they collapsed right on her.
Wow,
But
it was a pretty effective slowdown. Chasing her out front.
as I said, that's Missy Misfit at the front there trying to get a hip on her. Doing a lot of work there, but you see.
Yeah, I'm guessing an out-of-play penalty was called because she got sent to the box for that. Both jammers were out of the pack. It was a foot race to the scoring pass. It looks like both of them were able.
4.
Yep, 4 were answered with 4.
She was so fast. Her jam ref was like, wow.
I didn't know I needed to be paying attention.
She got 4 points. That was amazing.
It was amazing. Bad little jammer on the jammer line again.
Now we have a correction here that was 3-4, so 1 point in favoring the Galaxy girls.
All right, then. Threatening Thunder, not quite as quick through for lead jammer status, but finally able to make it.
But here comes bad little Jamma.
Yep, about a half a track behind.
Not lead, but keeping the pressure on Thunder.
Absolutely. Thunder's going to, call it off as soon as she's past those hips. That's exactly what she did. 4 points on the board for the team in black. No points on the board for the team in white.
One blocker in the penalty box. As Monkey Mess back with the star for the first time in the half.
And rivaling with the star for Galaxy girls.
Rival E wearing the star for Derby Brats. Monkey Mess wearing the star. Ooh, wearing the star for Angel City. Everybody's on the floor.
Yep. Everybody's down, and Monkey Mess says, I'm not getting up.
I think we've got an injury, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to me like there might have been a blow to the head that...
That was a lot of crashing right there.
Yeah, I definitely have no idea what happened because there was so many people falling on so many people.
So while they're checking out Monkey Mess, let me tell you what else is going on track 2 today. This is Saturday, second day of the Big O. This is Seattle versus Angel. Next at 2:30, Wheels versus Lane County. At 4:30, Jet versus Calgary. At 6:30, Collision versus Texas. And at 8:30, Seattle versus Rose. So we've got a lot of derby happening here on track 2, but remember there are 3 tracks here at the Big O.
Yeah, and track 2, though, does have some amazing talent today. I'm looking forward to almost all of those games. I think they're going to be really great matchups.
On the website, the Big O website, you can find the scores updated as quickly as they can get them posted. I know all of yesterday's were posted this morning. So you can keep up to date with how your favorite teams are doing.
And maybe predict what future matchups might hold. I tried that. It didn't work out well. I'm not good at predicting.
I'm not a good predictor either.
But it's fun to try.
It is. It is fun to try.
It's fun to think you know what you're talking about. Bad little Jamma wearing the star for Angel, but stuck. Still trying to get through on that initial.
Big hit that by Annihilator. Just swinging her hips wide, throwing Jamma into the infield.
Rival E almost forced the outside, but pirouetted and kept that line legal. 4 points on the board for Seattle. Looks like after 4 points, they are forced to call it off.
Looks like Rival E was taking a look at the penalty box, wanted to make sure she cleared that out before calling it.
That's some good strategy.
Yes, it is.
Looking at some of the teams this weekend and going, I want to see them.
Bella DeBrawl jamming once again for the Galaxy girls.
No, that ticket's for the 2018
That's Booty Fly back on this line for Angel City.
3-4 pack advantage in favor of Seattle. Penalty box has emptied out, so now we have a full 5-on-5 on the track.
Wow, everybody stuck right at turn 1.
Oh, absolutely. Booty Fly was stuck in the back, then a little bit forward.
Oh, Bella getting
ball
recycled
all the way back. Booty Fly got lead, though, so that's great for Angel City at this point.
Yeah. Bella thinking about a star pass, but ended up being a stash. Booty Fly through the pack for 4.
Oh, phenomenal work by Webster, forcing Bella DeBrawl all the way back, as far back as possible, letting Booty Fly get that 5-point pass. I believe it's 9 points so far. Oh, wow. Annihilate her. Just took Booty down.
Annihilator has been doing some great work out there as a defender. over the track, in everybody's business, doing her work as a defender.
Yeah, Bella DeBarral now also on a scoring pass, second scoring pass that is. Got 4 points that first time around. 5 points when 5 points for Angel City that time, and then a remaining 2 points this next lap. That was a 16-point jam for Angel City, bringing them up to 90. They're almost at the century mark, chipping away at that point differential.
So first a 20-point jam and now a 16-point jam. They're starting to put up those double digits.
Yep, exactly. They have dialed in their strategery, and it is coming through loud and clear. This jam, though, Seattle Derby Brats decided to take lead jam status back.
That's Shlomo with the star for the Galaxy girls, but bad little Gemma also out of the pack for Angel City.
Yep.
Keeping the heat on, and she's through the pack. It looked
Shlomo looked like she was going to call it off, but Coach Luna's like, no.
I think that Gemma also thought she might call it off, and so she was leaping through the pack to try to pick up her points, and then Shlomo didn't call it.
Well, I believe Coach Luna just has a great defense or great belief in the defense of the Galaxy girls, and she knows that they're going to be able to hold them back. Yeah, with every reason to have faith in that defense. Bad little Gemma definitely had to struggle on that pass. Put 4 points on the board.
The Angel City fans getting a little excited about that jam.
Yep, that was a 12-point jam for Galaxy girls, 4 points for Angel City.
We're just at 20 minutes left to go in the second half of this game between the Seattle Derby Brats and the Angel City Junior Derby.
Angel City this second half has definitely started to put on the gas and show Galaxy girls that they're not that easy to stomp on.
Yeah, the Galaxy girls were sitting back a little bit. I thought they had this solid, and the Angel City came out after halftime. And
yeah, Angel City definitely has shown, at least in this game, that they are a second half team. Booty Fly got lead jammer status and a 4-point pass.
Oh, nice. Little handshake there between jammers.
Looks like it was matching fours for each of the teams, so didn't necessarily bring Angel City ahead of the game, but at least it's a good morale booster.
It is.
We want to give a big shout out.
Everybody likes scoring points.
And the video crew, they've stepped up in a huge way this year.
So timeout on the floor for the Galaxy girls.
Yeah, we want to give a big shout out to all the volunteers.
Telling you, Amaya Later has done some great work so far this half. You just see her come out of nowhere, give a little hip to a jammer, recycle them way back.
A little hip with a big effect. Gosh, I just don't know how some of these women or young women are just so tiny and yet so powerful.
Yes.
I mean, they can send people literally flying through the air.
Yes, you just see bodies flying off the track.
And then the bodies hit the floor.
Yes. Yes.
Sweatshirts and whatever else, and your Seattle Derby Brats gear as well.
I'd like to remind everybody that Hit This Derby gear has everything you need to get rolling, from skates to protective gear and unmatched service for all of your derby needs. Before you hit the track, hit this. If you're close enough to come down to the Big O here in Eugene, Oregon, Hit This is also in our vendor village with 15% off of selected protective gear while supplies last. And we all know that protective gear is what keeps the skaters skating, because without the protective gear, all of these people would be broken.
Yes. Indeed. And it's really great to have so many vendors here in the building. When someone loses some little piece of equipment, flies off during a game, they can just go replace it.
Absolutely. And it isn't a tournament unless someone breaks a kingpin. It's just the way that works.
So that's Rival E with a star for the Galaxy girls, and Bad Little Jamma with a star for Angel City.
Blockers decided the pivot line was old school and decided to back up to that jammer line, just enveloping both those jammers.
Rival E able to come out of the pack first.
Bad Lil Jamma about a half a track behind. Penalty box has emptied out.
Rival E looking for the inside and finds it. And wait, let's see.
Oh, wow, I really thought that Bad Lil Jamma was at least going to get one.
Yeah, I really thought she passed somebody, but
Yep. But nope, just a 4-pointer for Galaxy Girls. No points for Angel City at the moment.
as we said, Statter, we are way over here in the corner, and sometimes our angle of view is not perfect, and so we will
correct ourselves as we find the need to.
As huge crowds of people stand in front of us,
Yep.
we will get the information to you as quickly as we can.
Yeah, Booty Fly wearing the star for Angel City, and if anybody is going to be able to turn the tides of lead jammering, it is Booty Fly for Angel City. But oh my, stuck behind a massive black wall in the back.
Yes, they have collapsed on her.
Yeah, they've figured out that she's like their
She's the
fist fight.
one. Yep. But that was Webster doing a little work there, trying to open up a space for her jammer.
Yeah, that's one thing I really do like about Angel City is once they're done with their own defensive work, they make sure to go back to try to help their jammer out.
Right.
It frustrates me to no end when I see blockers just standing on the track when their jammer is struggling to get past the opposing team's defense.
Just plowing forward.
Why do you want to kill your jammer like that? Why are you so mean? But no, Angel City is not so mean. They do great defensive and offensive work helping their jammer out. Do I just see a star pass? I think I did.
You did. Missy Misfit picking up the star out of the pack now. This is an initial pass for Angel City, so the Galaxy Girls will call it.
And they were forced to call it after only 2 points. I don't think they had to call it off so quickly. They maybe could have gotten that 4 points, maybe, but the jammer was struggling to get past those hips, and so it might have been a little bit of a combo of forced by the opposing team and, yeah, can we just stop now?
I'm kind of tired.
I'm just going to stop now.
So that's Cha-Cha Glide with the star for Angel City. This is the first time we've seen Cha-Cha jam.
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely have not seen 4302 wearing the star yet.
Oh, Thunder.
Sometimes fresh legs can be the key to victory.
Yep.
But not when you're up against the skirt of power. Oh, wait!
Skirt of
the
power.
Skirt of power is going to the penalty box on a cut call. And it looks like lead jam status was open, so Cha-Cha Glide and the fresh legs that she provides get lead jammer status. What a tremendous stroke of luck for Angel City. Actually, it probably wasn't luck. It probably was skill to a blocker that caused that cut call to be drawn.
There was so much action. It's just a blob of defenders there that Thunder stepped on the line and didn't realize.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, literally on the opposite side of the track, so we couldn't see the details, but I can see how it happened.
Yes. Now, everybody's on the track except for Thunder.
Right, which means Bad Lil Jammer. She has the potential with this power start to get an easier lead jam status, but
there she comes.
I shouldn't have said that because that's the announcer's curse, but she's strong enough to break the announcer curse.
Well, and all of her teammates out there just collapsing down on the defense.
Right.
Opening up the space for her. They're setting up now in their own defensive posture, and so she's battling. Oh, nice
Yeah, so
move.
she's battling against Afro Jammerai, which is nobody that any jammer wants to battle against. Afro also skates with Mob City and the boys. She is a tough cookie as well.
So Booty Fly is the pivot out there and trying to run a little interference. We get another penalty.
Oh, threatening Thunder back in the box. Angel City has got to love this.
Nice little shirt assist there.
Wow, I don't think I've seen that since 1982.
If it works, man.
Yeah, exactly. It jetted her right past that back.
And so now 2 blockers.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Afro with the booty block. Sends her flying.
Wow.
Flying. Decides it's time to call this off.
Yes. there were only 2 blockers out there, but if you have Afro Jamurai out there as one of them, that wall is pretty strong.
Uh-huh, exactly. Afro, I have been watching this skater skate since she was about 6 years old, so she literally has Derby in her genes at this
Yes.
point, and she has been a star from the get-go, but as she's grown into her adult body, just, being bigger means your bigger hits,
Yes.
bigger blocks, bigger field of area you can control.
And control is really it. Like, she controls her gravity, she controls her stance. It's just when she hits is a solid one.
Yeah, and her dad's a coach for a men's league and for Mob. Her mom is an official, so she basically lives and breathes Derby. I'm sure she has a life outside of Derby that I'm not aware of, but I understand why she's as good at Derby as she is.
Yes. Now that's the other 411 that we've been talking about here. That's Missy Misfit.
Yeah, Missy Misfit gets lead jammer and 5 points on the board. Is forced to call it off because Threatening Thunder was released from the box again, did that initial pass, and was coming in strong for some points. But 5 points to Derby Brats 0. Gotta like that if you're Angel City.
We do have a timeout on the floor called by Angel City.
111 points for Angel City. We've got about 12 minutes left in this game. Derby Brats are sitting at 255. The point differential is quite huge, but I think if we look at the points earned in the second half, Angel City might be the one who has accumulated more points in the second half than the Derby Brats. So that is phenomenal for the team in white.
It is. The Galaxy girls have put up a couple of large jams.
Yes.
And so when they are able to take control of the track, they will put up very, very strong jams. But there aren't that many.
Right, and they seem to be plagued this half with the jammer penalties that were plaguing Angel at the beginning of the
Yes.
first half, and that obviously makes a difference as well.
Right. And so Angel has just kind of settled into, we're not going to make the superstar jams. We're just going to chip away here, and let's put them over the century mark.
Yep, and chipping away, I've seen some incredibly large accumulations of scores based on the chipping away strategy, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
Once again, Cha-Cha Glide for the second time today, wearing the star for Angel.
That's Rival E. Oh, almost out, but runs into Booty Fly. There she comes out.
Finally able to bust through for lead jammer status. Cha-Cha Glide, taking that star off, thinking about stashing her pass in. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm thinking that was just a stash.
Rival E doing a nice little spin move, almost like a dance on the inside lane. Out of the pack, picks up 5.
All right, that star stash definitely didn't fool anybody. The blockers are on her. But now we have a star pass. Your jammer of record is someone else.
Rival E picking up a cut track. Power jam goes to
Madeline
Madam
Bootyfly. Former pivot, now jammer of record for Angel. Pack has slowed down to an almost stop.
Bootyfly has done some good work out here as a jammer.
Absolutely.
So let's see what she can do here with this power jam. She's just got a few more seconds left. We'd have Rival E standing.
But putting 5 points on the board, and it looks like maybe another 5. Yep, another 5. Gotta like that. Since nobody is lead jammer, there will be a full this will be a full 2-minute jam, and once again, sending the Derby Brats jammer to the box for a forearm call. I gotta tell you, it's these jammer penalties that are just killing the Galaxy girls at this moment.
So I'm hoping that Angel recognizes, that this is another power jam, because they do a great job of running some offense, opening up a lane for their jammer. This is their opportunity.
Yep, it is a 15-point jam so far, thanks to Bootyfly. Oh, no. Was that called off for time or injury? I'm going to hope time. All right, that was an 18-point jam 15-point jam for Angel. Galaxy Girls were able to eke out 3 points.
Relax, take a little nap.
So I think that was going to be a natural end to that and not
Yeah, I think it was
an
called for
injury.
time.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that.
Absolutely.
We've had enough of those this time.
Yep. Bad Little Jamma with the power start for Angel City gets lead jammer status just as Rival E is released from the box. Rival E still trying to make her initial pass. We're on a
Sorry.
first scoring pass. Bad Little Jamma, yeah, hit the floor real hard. We got our sound effects here on the mic.
Sorry for the sound effects.
I
Just
would have
sometimes.
exactly.
Oh,
All right, we've got some sparring
got some
Galaxy
demos.
Girls right in front of us.
Yes, they're doing some demos for us here.
And little jam.
All right, so Rival E,
Just don't hit the table.
exactly.
Okay.
Rival E was able to make their way through on the initial. Angel, well aware of that fact, calls it off before any points were scored. 4 points for Angel City, though.
Galaxy Girls are on 2-6-3.
Zoe Destroyer wearing the star for the maybe second time today?
It's second time, I believe, starting from the
Yeah, as starting
box,
on the line.
Yeah, has been past the star before.
Right. But it's either her first or second time on wearing the star
Yeah.
from the start.
Threatening Thunder with a nice
Threatening Thunder, taunting her and forcing her to recycle further and further back.
Threatening Thunder with a pivot stripe in this jam.
Yeah, Bella DeBrawl. That's Bella DeBrawl with the star for the Galaxy Girls. Battling against the front here. They are having a hard time. Angel having a hard time hanging on to her.
Yeah, they had to bridge, and it looks like maybe an out-of-play penalty was called on Pixie Crush, sending her to the box. Oh, it looked like there was a wide open line, and then 7 Skate 9 closed that window
Right.
so quickly.
They're just doing a great job of just appearing in front of the jammer.
Yep.
Like the jammer thinks she's gotten through, but no.
But no. All right,
Yeah.
so Zoe has removed the star. Is it for a stash or a pass? It remains to be seen.
Looks like 7 Skate 9 picked up a direction there, headed to the penalty box, which allowed Zoe to at least get off that outside lane. She was kind of stuck there.
And those walls are just locking those jammers down right now.
Bella DeBrawl also getting recycled back by Webster.
Hermione Grinder, the pivot for Angel City. Actually, no, jammer of record. That's why they
No,
were paying
jammer.
so much attention to
Yes.
her. I thought they were just trying to keep her from the jammer to prohibit that star pass, but no, they knew what was going on before I did.
Yeah. Sometimes they're so quick and sneaky about that star pass.
Yep.
Nudge to the inside.
Oh, all right. We definitely have an injury call off at this point.
Bella DeBrawl can get
And that is Zoe Destroyer.
Yes. Angel City was able to put 3 points on the board. That was a 15-point jam for Galaxy Girls, 3 points for Angel City. About 7 minutes left in this second half, but we will be on hold for as long as it takes. Looks like they're removing a skate, which says to me it is a leg, foot, or ankle injury.
Yeah,
Very typical for the sport.
while we
very much.
our medics tending to our demonstrator.
Leg injuries are kind of a pain. I broke my ankle once while I was on roller skates, and I'm still feeling it about 10 years later. But I'll tell you what, I'll take an ankle injury over a head injury any day.
Yep. For sure. And sometimes the EMT will remove someone off the track even if they believe they are, it's just a minor injury. They'll take them off
Oh,
anyway.
absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't
And,
have to be a break or anything. Sometimes it's out of an abundance of caution that they're just going to have to
Right.
sit for 3 jams or until the medics release them, and that's just how that goes. The
And-
medics do have that power.
Yeah, and there's a reason they have that power.
And I am okay with that
Totally,
decision making.
You
Yeah,
can have that power. Right.
exactly.
Yes.
Well, you certainly don't want to give the skaters that power. Not the junior skaters, and definitely not the grown-up skaters. They all seem to think they're invincible, and gall dang it, you're not.
You're right. And especially in a tournament situation where you might be playing some of your, teams that you've either played in other places and want to beat really badly, or people that you've watched play.
Right, you really want to skate against them. You're going to
really
skate through it.
There,
shake
it off.
Shouldn't skate through it.
No.
You need to sit down and wait sometimes.
Yes, your adrenaline's so high.
Yep. Well, yeah, actually, when I broke my ankle and the medics had to come, my foot was hanging off my leg. It was a big deal. I actually told them that, my pain level was 4. And I really did believe it at the time.
Right.
Now, granted, once the shock wore off and I was in the hospital, pain level was a different story entirely.
Right.
But, I told the EMTs, I've had menstrual cramps that hurt more than this. And so your adrenaline really does cloud your judgment and your perception of what exactly is going on here.
Yeah, I'm not that hurt, right?
Right. I'll walk it off. No, you won't. You're not attached.
Ew.
One thing I have to say about junior skaters who get injured, I am so proud of their parents, because if I was their mom, I would come running up and getting in the way of the EMT and being a mother hen, and which is exactly what you're not supposed to do, but that's exactly what I would do. And that's not helpful at all. And I'm so proud of the derby parents that don't do that.
Yeah,
it has to take a lot of restraint.
I mean, I think as a derby parent, you have to kind of say, okay, well, for lots of sports, you have to kind of say, okay, they're going to probably get hurt at some point.
Yep.
Whether they get a busted lip or bloody nose or something. And so they are helping the skater off the track right now.
Yep, she is carried off by a knight in shining armor, otherwise known as an EMT, placed in a chair, and...
So they did pull the wheelchair out just in case they needed it, just to get someone off the track safely.
Right.
They are using the chair quite a bit, just to remove people without asking them to limp or walk or be carried.
Right.
Doesn't necessarily mean there's a catastrophic injury. It just they're just trying to use that chair to be quick about getting people to a secure location.
Yeah, as it turned out, where this particular injury took place, a secure location was within carrying distance.
Right. They're off out of the skating official lane.
Yep, exactly. Right in front of the beer garden, which if she was a grown-up, if I was of age, it'd be like, hand me one of these, I need this now.
Yeah.
My skates are off, it's legal for me to drink, right?
Soon, I will say, there are a couple of aging out skaters on Angel City. So if you're out there and looking for people to come to your adult league, here's some folks. Atticus Flinch. These are all on Angel City. And Tasmanian Devil, which we've seen do a lot of work out there today.
Tasmanian Devil's probably going to have a list of leagues that want her. All right, well, after this 5-minute injury break, we are back on the track. Bad Little Jamma wearing the star for Angel City and getting lead jammer status, and it is a power jam. It looks like Shlomo sent to the box for a call I didn't see.
I missed the cue as well because I was paying attention to Bad Little Jamma.
Me too.
Who's doing some work out there through the pack, picking up 5.
Yeah, with these shorter 30-second penalty sits, the round and round we go point rack-ups no longer happen. She's probably only going to get, two circuits before the jammer is released. Shlomo is now back on the track. But Shlomo has not finished her initial pass, so Bad Little Jamma wisely does not call it off yet.
And that looks like Maxie Mayhem running interference.
I think we've got another injury from Shlomo.
Shlomo, she might have gotten hit in the face there.
Yeah, I think there might be blood. It's not really a injury as much as you're not allowed to play when you're bleeding.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're bleeding, you're kind of injured, so there's that. But
you should play when you're bleeding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The wheels will slip on the pools of blood.
I hope it's not that much blood.
Right, exactly.
But your face, mouth area does tend to bleed pretty quickly.
And profusely
surface,
or at least me. It's amazing how much blood can come from a tiny little cut on your lip.
Yes, everything's very surface there. Lots of blood vessels, so
Yep.
when it bleeds, it tends to look a little more scary than it is.
Than it actually is, exactly.
So the jam was called for this little pop in the face, and so my feeling is Shlomo will have to sit out for 3 jams.
Well, them's the rules, so I'm thinking that is what we're going to be seeing.
Mm-hmm.
We've got about 6 minutes left in this game, so Shlomo might be able to make it in for the last jam or two, but
yeah, she's
she
up
might
and
be out.
talking, and
yeah, she's looking fine.
Just a little pop in the face there.
Yeah, she's only going to have to sit out because of a technicality. The rules.
Yes, and that's fine.
Absolutely. Not even dissing on the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I can diss on the rules, but I'm never going to diss on that rule.
Right, that's a good rule.
That's a good rule.
Blood on your face, get off the track.
Exactly.
Galaxy Girls, Madeline Bootyfly for Angel City.
So some familiar faces, Bootyfly in white, Rival E in black. Both of them caught behind their opposing walls. No one past the pivot line at this point.
No, just both defensive units are just collapsing.
It's a grind. I mean, it is. Rival E called with a cutting call.
Track.
So this is a potential for lead jammer status for Bootyfly. She grabs that potential, has the lead. Yeah, these jammer penalties are what is killing Seattle Derby Brats.
Yes.
I am very curious about the scores per half. I have a feeling that Angel City might have won the second half.
Right. Truly. And the number of jams with scoring, they kept the pressure on Galaxy Girls, even when Galaxy Girls had the lead.
Yeah.
In the second half, they have totally kept the
forced
pressure
the call
on.
off,
Yeah.
without a doubt. So that was a 5-point pass for Bootyfly, and she's in on that other second pass. Another 5 points on the board for Angel City, thanks to Bootyfly. Looks like Jammer has been released from the box. So Rival E is back on the track trying to complete the initial, which means we've got at least one more scoring pass, I would assume. Well, all right, now she's done with the initial, so I predict a call-off. Yep.
Bootyfly was getting a little taste of defense there. It's just like, yeah.
I only got 3 points. Maybe I should call it off because the other jammer's coming quick.
Yeah.
That was a 13-point jam, bringing Angel City to 165. 4 minutes left in this half. Bad little jamma wearing the star once again for Angel City, and we've got number 20, Bella DeBrawl, jamming for Galaxy Girls.
Bella DeBrawl jamming for the Galaxy Girls. Bad little jamma for Angel City.
Afro Jammerai just
Wow.
busting up literally every Angel City blocker.
Right.
It's
Oh,
like,
no.
You get a shoulder check, you get a shoulder check.
That's-
And Bad Little Jamma is still on the track, but
Bella DeBrawl picking up a forearm.
yeah.
Power jam to the Angel City.
Two-
And if
two in a row.
Jamma,
Yep.
if Jamma can get through, she can pick up lead, but
But yeah, they are just swarming
Wow.
around Bad Little Jamma and forcing her to the infield, forcing her to recycle back.
that's Maxie Mayhem running around inside the triangle there, trying to break up the Galaxy Girls defense.
Yeah, but when you've got Afro Jammerai and Annihilator making 2 of the 3 triangle points, good luck breaking that up.
Well, she was in there in the middle, but it looks like Jamma finally picks up lead jammer, but that kill.
that was a penalty kill is all that
Yes.
was. So both jammers now in scoring position, about a quarter track between Bella DeBrawl and Bad Little Jamma. Bad
Oh.
Little Jamma very much aware of the position of the opposing jammer, calls it off with 1 point, but holding Galaxy Girls to 0.
So Maxie Mayhem was on the floor, and I got to tell you, Jamma was so exhausted after pushing through that amazing defense that she just kind of
Collapsed
fell
on
over
top
her,
of her. Yep.
over Maxie, and was just like, we're done with this jam.
I sleep here now.
Yes, this will be where I stop.
Electra Shock wearing the star for Angel City. This is the first time we've
Yes.
seen Electra Shock wearing the star. Let's see what these fresh legs can do against Threatening Thunder and the Skirt of Power.
Threatening Thunder is just so quick that she's able to just work back and forth, drawing the pack to one side of the track so she can slip out through the other side.
Yep, exactly. It's phenomenal strategy. I'm starting to wonder if that skirt isn't an invisibility cloak like in Harry Potter.
Maybe. And now we're seeing Angel City picking up penalties.
Yep. Derby Brats able to put 5 points on the board and a wide open pack that was not really doing their job. Sorry. 5 more points
Right.
on the board. I mean, she just waltzed
Just-
right through like a disco
again,
line.
Yep. And see, we're seeing this really high scoring jam here. This is how the Galaxy Girls have put such a big lead on the board.
Yep, exactly.
When Angel City can keep it together and keep down the penalties, they're able to chip away at the lead. But
Yeah,
when when the Galaxy Girls get the momentum, they
Yep.
can put up the double-digit jams.
Yeah, that was a 20-point jam, and that 20-point jam was a 0-point jam for Angel City. Galaxy Girls are knocking on the door of the triple century mark. We've got about 40 seconds left in the game. Beauty Fly and Rival E wearing their stars for their respective teams.
Wow. That was an amazing little move there by Rival E. Just kind of patient,
Yep.
waiting, seeing a little hole open up and just taking it. She picks up lead, and I'm going to guess that she's going to kill some time here as much as she can.
That would be what I would do.
Maybe like about 40 seconds or so.
There you go. Yeah, and we don't even. Booty Fly is still not out from her initial, so she has no reason to be threatened to call it off. I think we're probably on jam time now. Period clock is close to over.
So we do have another injury, and so this jam will be called for. I know you can't see it because there's a crowd of people right in front of you, but right at turn number 2, we have a skater down.
Yes, we do.
The period clock did expire right as they were calling that, and so it will be up to our officials to determine
how we're going to do this.
what's happening there. But we will get our EMTs back here. A slew of injuries right here at the end of this game.
Yeah, and but the ironic thing is, though, it's not any injury of the skaters that skated 2 games in a row, which frankly I would think that fatigue would be a more likely cause. But, when you're skating all out and you've got wheels on your feet, all bets are off. When I have wheels on my feet, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Did I mention my ankle?
So they are bringing out the chair, but I think this is just a precautionary measure.
Yeah, I just think it's a
just
abundance of caution and an ease. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's the foot that didn't have the skate on, she just literally put weight on, so it's obviously not a horrible break or anything.
Yeah, just a moment to take a breath, and they are using the chair, as I said, to make sure to remove skaters from the track safely.
Yep.
To get them clear of the track as quickly as possible and in a secure location.
Does look like we have 2 seconds left on the game clock.
Okay, so they did put 2 seconds back on the clock.
All right, so I'm thinking we might have somebody need to call a timeout if we want another jam. Or maybe we'll just
What's that?
call it as it is
Official.
and let it happen.
We'll see. They will be allowed to start another jam.
if somebody calls a timeout. But if somebody doesn't, right, with only 2 seconds, it's then over?
I think they can go in a jam.
Okay. Oh, because with injury rules or something like that. Okay. All right.
Both play again later today.
Looks like Cha Cha Glide is thinking about
I
being the
know.
jammer. She's already lining up with the star.
Let me
Let's
jam
play.
one more time.
Let's play. I want to play.
Rose City at 8:30 right here on track 2.
So, if you're just tuning in, I know that you're expecting several games to happen on track 2. So we've had several injuries that have happened during this game between the Seattle Derby Brats and the Angel City Junior Derby.
Yeah, this might be number 4. I
Yeah,
think.
we've had several stops, and so we're running a little bit later than we would normally would. So stay tuned because we do have Wheels in Lane County coming up on track 2.
Phenomenal.
But we're just going to be. I think they were scheduled. Yeah, they were scheduled at 2:30, so they're not actually starting their warm-ups just yet. So might see a few minutes there.
All right, it looks like the official said, I don't care if there's 2 seconds. We are done.
It's a lot of injuries. Okay, so
We are
we're
done.
going to stop with this. So your final score, 308.
To 166. It is unofficial, but I think it's safe to assume that Galaxy girls are the ones who get to take the victory lap.
Yes.
Sticking around watching this game. We would love a
We
representative
certainly appreciate your tuning in
ballot paper.
and staying with us this afternoon.
Yeah, and thank you so much for putting up with all of the timeouts. I hope you were able to go to the fridge and get some soda and chips.
Some beverage.
Exactly.
And stay tuned because there are lots of other great games happening on track 2 today. There's also 2 other tracks.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're watching out there on a singular track 2 feed or if you went and bought all the the passes for all the tracks, but even if you're just stuck on track 2, today's going to be full of great derby.
So there we go. Our Galaxy girls are taking their victory lap.
And the score has been finalized. It is 308 to 166 in favor of the Galaxy girls.
Okay, I think we are going to sign off.
Yeah, it sounds about right now that we're done and we're watching the London Bridge, and nobody needs an announcer telling you about the
No.
London Bridge. So
Nobody needs that.
this is Mad Statter.
And I'm Rippy Longstocking.
Thank you so much for joining us here.
We'll see you later.